Hope you understood the transmission distribution process. At the end, hope you understand this summary. It means 1 unit saved on your classroom or in your house, which is equivalent to 2 units generated in the power plant side. So that is a very highlight of this session. So, and that's why in all the aspects we encourage energy conservation on the end user side, right? So next thing is we will discuss about the electricity billing. Hope you are aware of that. Tamil Nadu Generation and Distribution Corporation and has a separate website where you can see your service numbers and other things, and you can see the various types of tariffs available. Now we will, in this section, we will discuss about those tariffs and other things, right? Electricity billing, introduction part. Prices of energy in India does not reflect the true cost. That means whatever the generation cost, that generation cost is not imposed on the consumers, and the cost imposed by the consumer is influenced by political status, that is political resolutions, and social and economic compulsion of the country. So you are aware that we have enjoying so much amount of subsidies in the name of political agendas. So all these things will influence the price of energy. And diesel, LPG and kerosene for domestic and transportation sectors, cross subsidized by the petrol and its products for industries. In the diesel, LPG, kerosene subsidized for domestic and transportation sector, and cross subsidies by petrol, its products for industries. And agri and domestic consumers are subsidized by industrial and commercial consumers. So that means cross subsidized by petrol and its products for industries. So inga enna subsidy kupromo, that will be extra charge in the industries. Similar way, whatever a person enjoying subsidy on the agri and domestic side will be cross subsidized in the industrial and commercial consumers. Suppose you are paying 2 rupees for a unit, and this industrial consumer pay for the 7 rupees or something, and obviously at the end, in a closed cycle, that is also imposed on the each and every consumer, but based on the political agenda, these type of tariffs are followed in India, right? Electricity prices are tariff fixed by the SERC, State Electricity Regulation Commission, right? So power tariff structured on the basis of industrial and commercial users, cross subsidizing agri and domestic consumers. Repeating all those things. Tariff is nothing but different method of charging schemes for the consumers, or it can be considered as rate of payment for consumptions, power consumption. It depends upon the fixed investments, operating expenses of the plant, and reasonable profit. And combining all these three things, the tariff will be fixed. The objective of the tariff is in order to recover the operating and maintenance cost, and also to recover the initial investment, capital investment, also to recover the metering, billing, collection and miscellaneous services. So each and every houses, the TNEB company installed a meter. For that meter, they need to invest some amount of money. That money will be get back via your bills. And to provide incentive or penalty for peak power usages, of peak power usages or peak power usages, also for the penalty for the low power factor. Analysis of utility bill data and monitoring its trends helps energy manager to identify the ways for electricity bill reduction. So why we are concentrating on this is, in whatever may be the industry, when you analyze the electricity bill data and try to monitor the various bills and its trends, and the energy manager can identify the possible ways of reducing of electricity bills, right? And these are the various structure of the tariff. Maximum demand charge. The tariff has the following factors. Maybe combination of all or combination of few, depending upon the consumer. And maximum demand charges in the energy charge, power factor penalty or bonus. If your equipment reduces the power factor, means you need to pay penalty. If your equipment increases the power factor, means you will get some bonus adjustments. And fuel cost adjustment charges. Suppose in your houses you have a solar PV power plant, you are generating some amount of fuel or you are generating some amount of electricity, means you will be given with some charges. Electricity duty charges, meter rentals, slab basis rates, time of day tariffs, penalty for excess maximum demand, surcharge if metering is at the LT side in some of the utilities. These are the various factors you need to incorporate in the form of tariffs. Tariff for medium and large enterprises in HT service, high tension services, that means in the order of 11 kilovolt supply. Category is often two-part tariffs. Tariff for capacity, that is total capacity kVA or kilowatt, and tariff for actual energy drawn, kilowatt hour. So what is the maximum capacity you have intended, what is the energy you have utilized, and this will be called in the name of two-part tariffs. Kilowatt reactive drawn also charged for some utilities, right? And high tension tariffs 1A, this will be called in the name of 1A. Demand charge per kVA. Suppose our college is requesting for 100 kVA, then 350 rupees into 100 kVA per month the college needs to pay. And then college is on the vacation, they are not utilizing even a single unit. For example, we will take an example, even a single unit, college not consumed any single unit, even though you need to pay this amount. Suppose you are utilizing in the college, for each and every unit you need to pay 635 paise, that means 6.35 rupees per kilowatt hour. Now this will be called as two-part tariff. And the maximum demand recording will be recorded in the energy meters. As an example, in industry, the drawn power was recorded cycle of 30 minutes. In the first 4 minutes, you are consuming 2500 kVA, and for the next 12 minutes, you are consuming 3600 kVA. In very next 6 minutes, you are consuming 4100 and followed by 3800. And now you can compute what is your maximum demand. So this demand into time, duration, similarly all those things divided by total time duration will give, this is the computed maximum demand. In this way, your maximum demand will be computed, and based on that you will be given with some tariffs. So once again, the objective of tariff, this we already discussed. Oh, the slides are repeating. So now this is the low tension tariff which we are paying in our houses. when you consume 0 to 100 units, you need to pay fixed charges bi-monthly 30 rupees and 3 rupees for this 100 units, and that is also subsidized. And in the present scheme, for the first 100 units you no need to pay, right? And that is the latest structure you can see here. So this is slightly before that. For the first 100 to 200 you need to pay 3.5 rupees without subsidy. With subsidy means this is another cost. Likewise you can see, and this is the very present structure of your low tension supply, that is domestic, handloom, old age homes, consulting homes, nutrition meals, etc. All these can avail this tariff. For the first 100 units on the free scheme you no need to pay. Suppose you are consuming 200 units means again the first 100 is free, the remaining 100 you need to pay in the order of 1.5 rupees and plus fixed charges of 20 rupees per service. And similarly, if you are consuming less than 500 means first 200, first 100 is free, next 100 is for 2 rupees and remaining 300 is for 3 rupees. Likewise fixed charges 30 per service, and similarly this, right? And these are the very present TNEB tariff structures. And this is another example for time of day tariff, which also implemented in Tamil Nadu. The high tension industrial consumers shall be billed at 20% extra on the energy charges for the energy recorded during the peak hours. The peak hours are identified as 6 AM to 9 AM and 6 PM to 9 PM, where in those periods most of the consumers avail the services. In that period, if industrial consumers also avails energy, then they need to pay 20%. So that what will happen? They will reschedule their usage on a different time, and that is advantageous for transmission generation company, right? And similarly, there is a 5% reduction on this time of peak period, and this is the generation company imposes the industries to utilize on these particular timings in 10 PM to 5 AM, right? And power factor basics, hope on the closer Umanand explain all those things in a very elaborative way. So here I will summarize in a very short form. In a resistive load, voltage, current and resistance are linearly related. In inductive load, requires two kinds of power: active, that is working power, and reactive power, which is to create and maintain the electromagnetic fields. The vector sum of active power and reactive power make up the total power used, and this is the power generated by the generation companies. GenCos is nothing but generation companies. Now this is the power triangle, and this axis, this vector is real power, and this vector is a reactive power. If it is on the downwards, it is lagging power factor. If it is on the upwards, which is leading power factor, and this resultant vector will be called with the name of apparent power. Here C is equal to square root of A square plus B square, and this angle will be called with the name of power factor. And this we already explained in our last class. Why we need to improve the power factor means, why we need to reduce the reactive power means, you are purchasing a cup of tea in a tea stall where you will get half of the tea and remaining half of the foam means we won't enjoy that. We need maximum quantity of tea and very small quantity of foam. That foam is nothing but reactive power and your tea is nothing but real power. Hope you understood the power factor, and the total content will be called in the name of apparent power, right? So remaining content we will discuss in the next class. Hope you understood all those things. Your doubts can be clarified via your Google Classroom or WhatsApp. Thank you.